Alright guys, so today on the channel I'm going to do something I don't normally do, and that's actually revisit a product or talk about a product that I've already talked about because there's so many different earbuds, IEMs, headphones, all of that comes out throughout the year that you pretty much have to review a product and you have to move on to the next one because of the testing that's involved and trying to stay on schedule. But I've noticed that like throughout all of my testing where I usually, talk about a product, I move on from it and then I never really use it a lot past that because it's kind of hard to do that when you have so many products you have to go through. But so far this year, there's been one product and it's in so many different situations that I kind of found myself like reaching for the most. So I wanted to kind of revisit the Shokz Open Fit Pros and kind of explain why this product is special in my opinion. Because one thing is, it is a premium product. It does come in at $250, which already kind of puts it up against like the AirPod Pros and some of the Sonys and Bose and more expensive in-ears and earbuds and, some with noise canceling, all of this different stuff. But when it comes to like open ear style products, which we've found to kind of like take off this year, actually last year, because open ear products has been what allows you to not stop what you're doing and you can still listen to what you're listening to. But the Open Fit Pro has such impressive noise canceling that it's almost exactly like having a pair of earbuds in your ears. So it kind of camouflages itself. So like if you're in a situation where you need to hear your environment, obviously the open ear style earbuds are like perfect for that. And the Open Fit Pro is perfect for that. But there are some situations where it's like, I don't need to hear my surroundings. I kind of want to block some things out. And the noise canceling, which I did not expect. I kind of thought this was going to be a gimmick. It is so surprisingly good for an open ear product. I mean, you basically just, you could go in the app, turn up the slider, and you just immediately hear things just disappear. Again, it almost at that point kind of feels like you have earbuds with ear tips in your ears, but you don't. There's a lot of things about this product that has just kind of blown me away along and along. And when I initially talk about a product, it's really kind of talking about the features and my brief experience with that product. It is so hard to spend a lot of time with one specific one, and the Open Fit Pros I've used a lot. I reach for these a lot. I use them in a lot of different situations. So let's kind of just, well, we've already started, but let's go ahead and kind of get into some of these things. From a build standpoint, it is an ear hook style earbud that sits over the ear canal. It is not blocking your ears, again, where you can hear your environment. And it's super comfortable. I don't know what they've done. It is like a silicone that goes around your ears. You can just put them on and then they kind of just disappear at that point. And then you can wear them all day depending on how you use them. So if you don't use the noise canceling, it says you can get about 12 hours of battery life. I have found myself getting around 10 hours. And that's maybe because I do listen to it kind of turned up quite a bit. So do keep that in mind. But if you do use the noise canceling, it goes down to like 6 to 7 hours on the earbuds themselves. But you're still going to get about 50 hours using the case. And the case is also Qi wireless charging. You just drop it on a wireless charger, just charges easily. It also has a fast charging feature where a 10-minute charge gets you 4 hours of use. That definitely comes in handy. Just the overall, package as a whole, I mean, it is a premium feeling product. It does look sleek. The case is nice. It's well built. It's very small, it's like slim for what it is. So it's easy to just kind of fit into your pocket. And then some other things that really stand out about it and where I've kind of found myself using these a lot is gaming. These do support Dolby Atmos, so I have it connected to my PC and my phone at the same time. So if I am gaming and somebody does call in, I could just switch over real quick, answer the phone call. But using these while gaming has this feeling, because it is an open ear product, that you are just in that environment. I've been playing a lot of Days Gone, and having the Dolby Atmos support, you can just really pick apart where different sounds are coming from, and having this compatibility with the PC, having the Dolby app, you have a lot of control over the sound if you do want to do that. But again, being able to pinpoint like where something's coming from and the depth and just hear all the little subtle things and what you're doing, it's incredible for movies. It's incredible for TV shows. And where I found myself honestly like the most surprised with this is how well it produces bass. Now that is one thing pretty much every open ear product is not good at. It always kind of, those type of products normally sound like a speaker that's off at a distance. You're not going to feel bass impact. And somehow Shokz has definitely pulled it off. Again, the same thing I said about having the noise canceling feel of a pair of earbuds in your ears with ear tips. You get the same kind of experience when it comes to sound as well. I mean, the bass has like a rattle to it. You can feel the vibration because of the position of where it sits on your ears. The bass is punchy, vocalist, and the detail in the trebles and the mids, everything just has this really nice dynamic presence. There are obviously some EQ options that you can go within the app, kind of play around with some things, but just the way that it's tuned out of the box, I was extremely happy with, and it just gives you a normal earbud experience, and the sound quality is just not something I ever expected out of the open ear style earbud. So I think the thing about the OpenFit Pro is just how much it surprised me. It was never, falling into that. If you're somebody that tests a lot of open ear or earbuds or whatever, you will normally kind of pick up that there's a lot of similarities between, a certain style of product. And it's not, that a normal open ear style product normally can compare with a normal pair of true wireless earbuds or IEMs, something that is completely different than the type of product that you are reviewing. But I kept finding myself throughout using these just being wowed at how an open ear style product can resemble an earbud, like a regular normal pair of earbuds. And so it's kind of camouflaged itself as that. And that's kind of why I found myself using it in situations where I need to hear my surroundings, but also in situations where I don't want to hear my surroundings. It's been able to do both. So I've found keeping it on myself pretty much all the time. And so far, the Shokz OpenFit Pro has been this is my product of the year so far. Nothing has come close to topping it. Nothing has come close to giving me that wow factor that these have. If you're going to use them for phone calls, the mic quality is incredible. But really, to wrap this up is, there's a lot of companies that are overselling their products. It's overpriced, and sometimes you don't really feel like you're getting the value for the money when you're spending this much. But this is the first time I feel like, you're getting your money's worth. And in some cases, you're getting a product that is doing a bunch of different things, where normally you would have to have a normal pair of earbuds for this, and then an open ear style product for this. This one's kind of like giving you all of that in one package deal. And this isn't a sponsored video. This is just, again, simply for loving this product and just wanting to bring it back up. And, for you guys that did check these out, I noticed in the comment section, there's a lot of people that bought them and are extremely happy with them. I would love to hear your thoughts. So definitely leave those in the comment section. I will link these in the description to where you can find them. But guys, that's my quick revisit of the Shokz OpenFit Pros. Again, like I said, so far this is my product of the year. This is the product I keep coming back to. So I definitely wanted to talk about them again. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, make sure to stay tuned for more.